Hey planty people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you can tell, we're in the kitchen. If you can tell by the echo, that means we're in the kitchen. I also have some Leca right here and a few plants that I want to be converting today. There were a few different things that I wanted to do today, but they all kind of fell through. I went to Home Depot and that was like a complete disaster because they barely had any plants there, so it would have been pointless to have done a tour. I wanted to clean my patio and it's raining, so you can't really, defeats the purpose to try and sweep dirt whenever it's turned into mud. So I thought that I would go ahead and convert a few more plants into Leca, especially when I just did my Leca update. I showed you a few Hoyas that I wanted to go ahead and convert, and I also have my Hoya linearis that isn't doing very well, so I'm going to unpot it and I guess maybe repot it or put it into water or something, because it's not happy. It's dropping its little leaves left and right, and I don't think it's a good situation. So we're gonna see what's going on with it and the roots. I've already pre-mixed my my nutrient water with some Super Thrive, and I pH'd it. It's at a 5.0, which I usually try for a 5.5, but 5.0 is still within the range of 5.0 and 6.5, which is the typical pH you want your houseplants to be, or pH for your water for your houseplants. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I have this little guy, this Hoya lemonikii, I believe. I butchered this guy every single time. I want to go ahead and repot him. Let's go ahead and look at the roots. I must have watered him pretty recently. The roots don't look terrible, but they definitely don't look the best. It doesn't look like there's a ton of new growth. But I do see some new growth, so that's always a plus. Got a lot of perlite stuck on there. If you're wanting a more in-depth tutorial on converting plants to Leca, I have a video on that and I will link it down below for you guys to watch it. I definitely go a little bit more in depth and I kind of follow instructions of what BB Plants did. So kudos to her for being so instructive and having a lot of good information to give. All right, so those are the roots. Whoa, my hand was really blown out. Those are the roots, and I'm gonna wash them here in a bit, but I wanted to go ahead and get all my plants unpotted before I pot them into Leca. This one says it's a Hoya australis, but I know that it's not a typical Hoya australis, and I think I've just now realized that on the tag it says Hoya australis. Yeah, it says australis instead of australis. Oh, so I completely had this name wrong. It says Hoya australis tenupia, but he has done horribly. I've had to repot him multiple times, because I think I've told you guys that he fell over a lot outside, so he took quite a bit of a beating. I also found mealybugs on him at one point, so I'm sure that probably hasn't helped the situation. With that being said, I'm definitely not going to be reusing the soil that I have right here, just in case there is any like mealies lingering about. I feel like using the Leca method has definitely helped me with the bug situation, other than fungus gnats. I've never had to deal with fungus gnats before until I started switching and converting a lot of my plants into Leca. So I think I should probably either invest in like a nice pitcher plant, a nice carnivorous plant, or just some, sticky traps in general. So those are the roots. Not too shabby. There's definitely a little bit of new growth in there, but the roots look really, really dry. So I'm hoping that converting into Leca will help with that situation. I haven't decided if I want to transfer my Hoya obscurus into Leca yet or not. He just put out these 2 new leaves right here, and he actually has an active growth point at the moment, so I hate to disturb it, but I also would like the ease of Leca. So I think I might go ahead and just disturb it, just for the sake of things being a little bit easier. But before I repot it, I really want to go ahead and look at my Hoya linearis. So this is what he looks like now. Like, see, look at, it's like really bare on a lot of these strands. He's not doing very well. He's not very happy. Well, let's just see. Yeah, okay, so I've pulled him out and he came right out. I definitely didn't have him potted up really well. He does look like he has a little bit of new growth on like one little branch or one little vine, but other than that, they all look really, really dried out. So I think I'm gonna just stick this guy into some water and just try and rehab him. Oh, I feel really bad. Like, all of his roots are like so shriveled and dried up. I can't believe I let him do this for so long. I'm so sorry. I was really excited about that plant too, because I got that guy from Plantarina. She's probably like the only person who's selling, or at least more people are selling them for cheaper now. But I'm sure it's probably because Plantarina made them a lot more accessible for people. Oh my goodness. This guy has a ton of root growth, which is awesome, and explains the new foliage. So this is what his roots look like. Obviously there's still a lot of dirt I need to zhuzh off, but I'm going to do the rest of my zhuzhing in the water and I will be right back. All right, now we're back. So this is what this guy's roots actually look like. Not the greatest. This is my obscurus roots. There you go. See those right there? And then this guy, he's got some pretty substantial roots, even though he doesn't have substantial growth. I'm gonna go ahead and just like pot these in these little net cups, which I prefer more than, I guess, really anything else. Just fill up about 1/3 of it and then go from there. So I would love to know down below if you guys have tried Leca, or what your thoughts, what your feelings are about it. If you haven't tried Leca, would you be willing to try Leca? I don't think a lot of people say enough at how convenient it is, especially if you have a plant that you're struggling with, like if you're struggling with, you know, watering with it in particular. Leca really just resolves that issue 100%, because you essentially water it whenever the water reservoir is empty. I mean, I'm sure that there are some plants that you don't really want to let that water reservoir get too low. Just like, you know, like a plant like a peace lily, or maybe even an alocasia, which I haven't tried yet. I haven't tried putting either of those in Leca. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Yeah, that's this guy all potted up. I think it looks really cute. What else do we want to talk about? Fabrizio is behind me playing Crash Team Racing. Very nostalgic. While I was on vacation, we played so much Crash Team Racing because he actually took off with me. So we got to hang out and have a good time, and there was one night where we were playing until 4 in the morning. My favorite person to race with is either Coco or I think her name is Yaya Panda. They're both really cool. Fabrizio is a really good power slider, and I am not. I just can't seem to get the hang of it, and which is why I need a character who is really fast and can make up for him power sliding. Essentially, power sliding is whenever you turn and if you hold down a particular button while you're turning, well, in this case, a turn button, if you hold that down for a certain period of time, you will generate a boost. And while you're holding your turn button, you also have to click another button at the same time, and like it goes like, I think you can have 3 boosts within that turn. So yeah, it's really hard. I'm really bad at timing it, and yeah, he beats me unless I have a really fast character to play as. That's this guy all potted up. Now let's go to the Hoya Obscura. I really love my Hoya Obscura. He is bringing me a lot of joy, especially because he is giving me foliage. We love that. He came to me really nice and healthy, so that's always a good bonus. You never know sometimes what the state of a plant is going to be whenever it arrives to you online. Because I mean, in all honesty, a lot of people sell plants and they claim that it's a rooted plant, but it literally has like 1 baby root, and it might be like a centimeter long or something like that. And to me, that is not fully rooted. Fully rooted means it has a good and well-developed root system. But what do I know? I just work at a grocery store. All right, that is Hoya Obscura, all nice and potted up as well. I think he looks really cool. I think that he will do really well in Leca, and I think that he is going to be thriving. Also, on another note, I wanted to kind of talk to you guys about, oh my gosh, my fish is going crazy. I wanted to talk to you guys about, what are they called? Like these little things, I can't remember what they are called, to save my life. Essentially, this is what I was using to contain the nutrient water. But I don't know if you can tell, there's these ridges or bumps or whatever, and it makes it a little bit difficult for my little pots to like stay balanced. And I think that the water level wasn't high enough, especially like my Amedrian Zipolinium, I believe that's how you say it. I think that he was really suffering from it, and I went to Publix and I saw these little plastic cups, and I think that they are absolutely perfect. I think that they will do the trick. Let me just show you guys real quick what they look like. So this is what they look like.
First place! Online match. Oh, sorry.
Apparently Fabrizio won a game. So this is what this looks like. And I think it fits just perfectly. And I think that it'll dispense the water and make it maybe not more evenly, but I think that it'll have a better effect, which is exciting. I hope that my plants that I had previously in those really crappy ones that I got from, I think it was Home Depot or something like that, but they didn't originally have those. They had ones that were very similar to these for the same price, but I think they upgraded to those, but those are terrible. Don't get those if you're going to put them in Leca. Get something with a nice flat surface, so that way that your pot, your little net pot isn't, you know, unbalanced, and you want them to be nice and balanced, so that way you're getting equal water distribution. Okay guys, I think that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will definitely keep doing updates on my Leca journey. I hope you guys are excited and happy to be along for the ride in my Leca journey. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow.